Hi, my name is Zdorovstov, and I'm a Community Development Field Specialist with SDSU Extension. And today I'm going to provide you with some information on youth gardening startup, and specifically talking about determining your purpose and your vision. There are many reasons why we get involved in these teaching garden opportunities or youth gardening outreach programs. And they may be because you want to teach horticulture, or you want to provide teaching a life skill, or potentially because you just want to get kids outdoors. Whatever the case may be, you want to determine what your project's purpose and goals are so you have a focused direction. You need to be able to articulate what you're doing and why you're doing it to your volunteers, to people that may possibly fund you, to justify to your administration of your organization. Various reasons, but you need to determine why you're doing what you're doing. According to the National Youth Gardening Association, gardening boosts kids' interest in school and learning. It improves their attitudes about eating healthful foods and caring for the environment, and helps them develop social skills and self-esteem, and gives them a feeling of community spirit. Additional reasons why you might consider these projects include food security. There are people in the U.S. without physical and economic access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious foods that meets their dietary needs and preferences. In addition, a large portion of our food supply comes from international sources. This food supply could be disrupted from anything, from weather, from terrorists, from problems with the transportation. And anything we can do to move food to a more local level can improve this food security. Community gardens are on the tier 1, or tier 0, the first level of the food system. It's that first place where people can work together to grow their own food. And even if we're talking about a youth level, a youth garden is a community garden. Teaching people the skills of gardening also provides them with knowledge to do it themselves. So again, it's a step towards that level tier 0 food system. Another reason would be people's disconnection with agriculture. There's people that are nervous about where their food comes from. They don't understand what it takes to grow their food. And a garden can provide an opportunity to learn how hard it is to grow food, what it takes, and maybe that'll increase the appreciation of where our food comes from. Another really important reason, especially for the state of South Dakota, would be that now South Dakota has the lowest consumption of fruit and vegetables in the nation. You can see the map there on the screen shows that we are in the lowest percentile range for adult consumption of vegetables. This is from the CDC. And it is recommended that we get 3+ servings of vegetables a day. And so by getting people in the garden, growing up with these fruits and vegetables, there's potential for them to try them, to experience them more, and to potentially eat more. And over time, that could help with this issue of not getting our fruits and vegetables consumed. Obesity levels are very high in this state, and eating better, eating our proper amounts of fruits and vegetables, as well as getting involved in an activity and exercising will help with these issues. So as you get started with the planning of your garden, there's various things that you need to do. I recommend that you find a committee. Get a group of people together. Don't try to do this all on your own. Look for 3 or 4 people that can come alongside of you and help with the project. And that will help with the sustainability of the project. If one person leaves or moves away, the project can still exist. When you get that group together, start asking questions. What do we want to see happen in the future? What can we accomplish by having this garden? In the year 2015, what will this project look like? Who can we help? These types of questions are the beginning of your visioning of your project. Then come together and work on your strategic plan. You need to set your goals and your objectives of what you're going to accomplish with this garden. You're looking for steps that will make it a reality. Your goals are those broad picture things that you want to accomplish. So for example, You want to have a school garden at location X that provides education for grades K through 5. Then your objective would be a specific task within that to make that happen. So 1, you need to select a curriculum that is appropriate for K through 2nd and 3rd through 5th. Those are some examples that will help you implement your project. Outside agencies can really be a benefit to your program. Think of all the partners that you can have involved. In Sioux Falls, with the urban gardening effort, there's many people that have come to the table. It's not just the school, or it's not just an individual making the gardens happen. There's a group of people there that are coming from a wide range of backgrounds. You have a group that has now become a nonprofit called Groundworks that is really taking a lead on some of these projects in Sioux Falls. But alongside of them are agencies like the Extension Service and Master Gardeners, as well as the City of Sioux Falls, the Volunteers of America, Augustana College, and several churches have also become involved. And each of these different people can bring things to the table to help make your project a success. Another big step along the way is determining your budget. And this is going to be based on what you come up with your goals and your vision. So starting to pencil that out. In the early years, you can be more casual about these things and pencil out what you need and determine your budget. A lot of things you can get donated, like plants or tools or water. Sometimes these things can be donated, or you need to put them into a budget. But I will say, once you get to a point when you're trying to get some large dollars or go after national grants, you really do need to have that strategic plan so that you can explain your project well to the people that might finance you. Another very important piece is the youth buy-in. If the youth aren't interested in this project, it's not going to be fun for them and they won't participate. So different things you can do to get youth buy-in is let them help pick the name of the garden. At one of the schools in Sioux Falls, the kids put in names into a ballot box, and then the top answers were voted on by the students. And for example, at Lowell Elementary, they came up with a growing place garden. So the kids did it, and they are very excited about the fact that they named their garden. Let the kids help design the garden or pick the theme or help with the planning of the space. Maybe they can help plan out the work schedule if they actually see all the things that are involved, such as weeding and watering and mulching. They may be more apt to helping fill those roles if they can help pencil them out and plan. And then make sure that this is just not a project that's a bunch of work. Let them share in the rewards. Let them eat the produce from the garden or take home excess produce or flowers. Again, I'm Zdorovstov with SDSU Extension, and if you have any questions related to this or other local food topics, please contact me, and thanks for watching our iGrow podcast.